All right. What the actual fuck was that? um, I could understand Lomachenko outclassing him. I could understand that. I can understand you're frustrated. You're being beat. You're not used to being beat. Your distance isn't being maintained. Okay. It's not the kind of fight you normally like. You're not able to keep up with them because your rhythm's being broken. You're crouching down and they're framing on your head and hitting you on the side. That's understandable. But there's a difference between what Rigondeaux just did and what the people you can call truly great boxers throughout history have done. Which is whenever they took a fall, right? Whenever they got knocked down, whenever they knew they couldn't continue, they fucking tried for a round or two. They gave everything they had. And I've never been so angry to be right in my life. I said that in the comments that I thought that if it went past 5, Lomachenko would win. I guess that Rigondeaux is claiming that he had something wrong with his hand. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Not knowing that, I felt like it was a fix afterwards. I'm like, did he agree? Because it's not that he didn't land punches. I understand not landing punches. I understand being frustrated. I don't understand not throwing punches. Because if you look at his past, if you look at him in the Olympics, Rigondeaux was freaking all over the place. He had amazing footwork. He was fast. And I refuse to believe he can't do that for a round. A round. Just one round. Just give it your fucking all for one round. Get knocked out. Because what this is, it's the end of his career. And it's really about how do you want to go down? How do you want to go down in history? Legacy. All of that. I get Lomachenko outclassed him. I really get it. I understand. He did what I kind of said in the breakdown he should do, which is every time that Rigondeaux got settled, he would change angles, and he would frame off of him when he crouched. And what I didn't suggest, which was brilliant, which is what Ali did, is he broke a cardinal rule of boxing, which is he punched down. He left his head open and he punched downwards. Or he punched at the same level from his waist, which you're not supposed to do because you could get caught with a hook, which is what happened to Ali. He punched down at Frazier, and then Frazier caught him with a hook. But, and what's hilarious is it's the same way that McGregor was pressuring Mayweather, which is because they have similar defenses. Whenever Mayweather crouched, McGregor would punch down at his head. But there was obviously a major difference there, which is Mayweather was planning to tire McGregor out and then knock him down. He knocked him down later than he thought. McGregor did better than he thought he would. But he pressured Mayweather for a little bit. I know a lot of people disagree with me with that. And that's one of the reasons I didn't do a breakdown on it, because I'm like, well, it's mostly going to be how both guys broke the rules, and no one's going to care about how McGregor, pressured him with footwork when he could barely, just tap him on the head anyways. But the same thing could be said for Rigondeaux versus Lomachenko, which is when you're punching down like that, there's not a whole lot of force. You're outpointing the guy, you're getting maybe the top of his head, and you could possibly even get a warning about that. But there's not a lot of force being put into those punches. You're just tapping, and it could be counted as a point, it could not. But the difference there is that Rigondeaux knew that Lomachenko was going to tire out, obviously. If anything, Rigondeaux tired out. But yeah, not knowing the hand excuse, I was wondering if it was just a fix. Like, did someone pay him to be that last fight? Because I don't understand not at least going for it. I could understand being discouraged. I could understand being outclassed. I can't understand not giving a round. I get that he saw the situation clearly, and he's like, okay, I'm not going to win. I understand that. I understand he knew he wasn't going to win. I understand he didn't want brain damage, but I don't feel that brain damage was a major problem. I don't feel that was what was happening. So, so yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. I've never been so sad to be wrong in my life. Being outclassed is one thing, not trying is a whole other. And I felt that Ringendow even found a couple good angles. That's why I felt that maybe it was some kind of fix or something weird like that, which I've never felt before. Um, he found a couple good angles to uppercut Lomachenko. I felt like he was getting his distance there. He missed him by just a couple inches or even connected, but not hard. I felt that he could have at least just given a couple rounds to throw, even throw some haymakers, you know, dance around, do something with your legacy. To end it like that, is crazy. It's crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe I'll get it tomorrow. I'll do a breakdown on it still, you know. It'll probably have the same title, What the Fuck Happened? But I'm not happy as a fan. I didn't even stay around. I wasn't paying attention to even though UFC fights were on, I was watching them before kind of intermittently between the boxing fights, you know, they had some good boxing fights on, UFC fights on. I was watching them intermittently. After that, I don't know if the headliners even went on. I just fucking left. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm not happy. I may be a little bit too buzzed. I might delete this tomorrow, but that's how I feel. Maybe I'm totally wrong. But yeah, I'm sorry for even doing a breakdown. I'm sorry for even hyping up the fight. That was absolutely disgraceful. That's not how champions behave. That being said, all the best to Lomachenko. And I can't wait to see where his career goes from here. I think this will give people a false sense of illusion and confidence as to his skill level, even though he's massively good, even though he's one of the greatest of all times. He just made himself look way better than he actually is at the moment. And like I said, that's simply because of Rigondeaux. That's absolutely ridiculous. So, you know who didn't quit after he actually had his hands broken? Hearns. Hearns didn't quit. Hearns broke his hand for the second time, I might add, hard on Hagler's head. Because Hagler, besides being one of the most skilled boxers of all time, also was like, he was like if you gave arms and legs to a bullet, you know? He had one of those just really hard round heads. And Hagler, I'm not sure if I said Hearns or Hagler, but Hagler. And Hearns broke his hand on it and then still went out for the second round and still gave an amazing performance. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Absolutely ridiculous. Fuck, maybe I'll break down the UFC headliner. So yeah, whatever I do, you'll see it tomorrow. And peace.